This is Dabu7. We have Trump speaking on a Space Force, and he makes some comments here, the way that he drops these words, as if there may already be a Space Force, and then making another one on top of that. It's very interesting, but I'm going to play some audio here so you can hear exactly what he says.
Space is a war-fighting domain, just like the land, air, and sea. We may even have a Space Force. Develop another one. Space Force. We have the Air Force, we'll have the Space Force.
And he said, we have a Space Force. He said, we may even have another one. And the way that he says everything makes it very questionable as to, do we already have one? Are you creating another one? But I guess the main thing here is that he's saying, bottom line, we have our military controlling land, sea, air, and now space. And I've talked about Russia sending up lasers to power satellites, which could be weaponized as well up there. In this whole area, this buffer zone area, so to speak, is what I like to call it, between the Van Allen belts, the radiation belts, which some could consider that the firmament, and then our atmosphere where gravity kicks in and you would start to fall. There's that area, and that's the same region where you're talking about having satellites, the ISS, anything right there in the area where it can start to float outside of Earth and travel around the planet, but is not outside of the Van Allen belts. You see? That is part of the major deception, I feel, here. And, you know, the moon right there, I talk about it all the time. We should be going back and forth constantly. We should be able to see it with your own telescope in your own backyard. All this other stuff. We should have satellites circling the moon already, where we have a camera on it 24/7. We come up with that idea years ago. And with everything that they've got, it would be easy for them to do that, but yet it's not been done yet for whatever reasons. Obviously, a lot of secrets. But one thing's for sure. We have the talk here of putting military in space. And the way that he said it raises the question, do we already have one? Well, I think most would say, of course. You know, the black budget, where do you think all that goes? Yeah. All that tech, that underground tech and all that, that's 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years ahead of everything that they release. Can't forget about that. That's the stuff that they're toying with, especially when it comes to space. But interesting that he makes this statement. I will continue to update, and I'll leave a link here so you can watch the whole video clip of him speaking on this. This has been Dabu7. Peace.